Hello, Dave here. Welcome to another video in Newcastle. How's that? Would you say a lovely gate to a nice estate? Or a big manor house? Well, no, you'd be wrong actually, because it's a cemetery. And I won't swing round and look around the cemetery yet. I'll just move a bit closer on this beautiful archway. Bit over the top for a cemetery, but there you go. Lovely fella over there. And you have these wonderful gargoyles at the end here. There he is, can't see him very well. And there's another one down there. It's difficult to see, but this archway is blocked up, it's been boarded up at a later date. Really heavy duty manhole shit there. And what, in a lot of cases with cemeteries, you know, the uniformity of them right up and down the country, because beautiful big gate here, and then you have your two what I would call gatehouses, although these are very small. They're not like the normal gatehouses that I'm used to seeing. But having said that, this is a bit bigger and better than I'm used to seeing cemeteries. Now that looks like an old gate house that's maybe been modernised, the top half, but someone's private property, so I ain't going to go mooching about too much in there. But I'm going to go on over and have a look, because it has two chapels in this church, in this cemetery I should say, so we'll go and have a look at them. Like, one of the things I can never really get over with these types of cemeteries, first of all, I personally don't believe that these buildings, well, should I say, these buildings were here long before the cemetery was planned. I know the usual storyline is one chapel for Catholics and one for Protestants, or there might be some other, religion, but why are they needed? Why are such beautiful buildings needed? There's hundreds of churches and chapels in Newcastle. But it's not just them two. When you turn around and look at the entrance of this place, it's very heavily walled. I've spent a lot of hours, many hours with my friend Lorna, poring over these places of what the previous life of these buildings were, because I really do not believe that these were built at the same time as the graveyard was planned. These were here long before that. So I'll just move a bit closer. I mean, it's such a tiny building, but it's got such a lot of beautiful detail. They're not, big fancy weddings or anything. I mean, they're just buildings to say a few prayers, I suppose, before you go and stick your loved one in the ground. But all of them have little figureheads around the doors and windows, as you can see. Air vents. See, for just a tiny little chapel, just say a few words before you stick your loved one in the ground. Why go to all that expense? The reason why, because they had the function once over, it's still got its tiny little antenna on the top there. You know, these buildings had a function. All this is not just decoration. Just have a quick walk around this one and see what else we can see. It's a beautiful day again. But it's really like a mini version of, you know, the big chapels you see in town, big churches you see in town, or in the city. King and Queen there. There's that one there. Slits being boarded up. Not sure if I'm seeing the tower without seeing that. Heavy duty manhole covers. Lovely little doorway. Don't know what that is. I'm sure it's just used by the workmen now to store the stuff in. Actually, looking at that, that might be where you get down below the place. The main big doors around the front here. Or vents. These look really old. All well weathered. Just have a quick look on this one. The brickwork, very weathered on this side as well. And if this side's exposed to the window, it's just never the proper revamp. So anyway, what I'm going to do now is just pop across and go and see the other one. Right, on this one now, I don't think it's any different to what we've just seen on the other one, but just have a quick look. Just move around and get a little glimpse of that tower. Metalwork up there, a bit shaky, never mind. The light's playing up a bit. Right, just a quick blast around the outside here, because I don't think there's much to see in comparison to the other one. There's another couple of beauties. So strange, because all these chapels, I've not come across one yet in the churchyard that's still active. They're all just used for store and gardener's tools. So this one's identical as the last one. What I'd really love to do, which I can't, and that's take a sledgehammer to one of these things, because, you know, if the height of this place is about the height of my house does not need huge retaining columns like that to keep it upright. You know, these things had a purpose. The design of the building Sorry. Just drop my camera a bit. I was hoping there was going to be some telltale grills that I could stick my camera down to catch a glimpse of the lower level, because I will bet any money I have, if I could excavate down the outside of these buildings, you'll find a complete intact lower level. By that I mean the doors and windows down there as well, or they used to be. You know, the ground's risen quite a bit over the last few centuries for some reason. There we go, with the heavy duty manhole cover. Some figureheads over there, but they're just hiding. King and Queen again by the looks of it. So yeah, it's a little look around these buildings. Let's say the beauty about this cemetery, it's very similar to the one in Scarborough, because you have two joined together, I think separated by a road, the same as this. What's very, very synonymous with these type of cemeteries and the layout, you'll find that there's water pretty close by, or there will be. There's a stream not that far from here, and water seems to go hand in hand with these types of cemeteries. You know, everyone I've been into that has these double gatehouses and double chapels, yeah, they've all had, you can't actually see the water supply going in. Well, it actually goes straight through the one at Scarborough. But anyway, I'm going to have a wander around the graveyard and see what else I can see. I've just wandered a bit further up into the cemetery. I'm not one for really looking at gravestones as such. Only really fancy things like this. You know, that could very well just as easily be on the top of a building. You know, it's identical in design. I mean, I know the writing's on there now that says that it's a monument gravestone, but very, very similar to what we see on top of buildings. And there's a few of them about, actually. What another thing that's, you know, bloody obelisks everywhere. Beautiful, quiet place. I'll go and have a look at them few over there. Notice as well, bloody graves overall. Oh. You know, in reality you would take nothing to stand that bloody thing back up. But it seems to be, you know, when they fall, they're just left where they fall, basically. You know, there's these here. Take nothing to level them off a bit. Shot a bit of sand and cement down there and plonk them back up. But obviously not. See, it was 1850 odd this graveyard was put into action, I think, so we're not going to find anything extremely old. It's just a fine detail that you see on these things. You know, obelisks. There's one. There's another one. There's another one behind there somewhere. Beautiful detail. That centre bit's been filled in as well. compared to what it used to be when it was originally made, I would think. This is the one that got me, this bloody big marble effect thing. It's on one hell of a base as well. Well, you'd have to be. Duncan, whoever this is. Duncan family, whoever they were. So something's missing off the top of that one as well. More obelisks. Have a lot and wander a bit further, see if there's out else. You've just come from up there. I don't think there's that much to see in here. It's one hell of a size, I'll tell you that. But the really old and the quirky and strange stuff, I don't think we'll find in this one. Because like I say, it's not that old in comparison to some of them I've seen. Right, I'll have a wander down this way, have a walk along the outer wall, see if there's out to see.